Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christian, and right now we're going to be diving into a little bit of a channel update on what's been going with me, as well as some severe storms in the area of the United States, as well as some tropics that we're going to be looking into. So sit tight, relax, and we're going to go ahead and dive straight into it. And the National Weather Service here is agreeing with us on the severe weather portions of Pennsylvania and New York with a slight risk, and then two areas of slight risk within the Central Plains. This includes areas of like Wyoming, Nebraska, and some of the more centralized states like Colorado and Kansas. So today's threat is going to be a little less of the general thunderstorms and more of that isolated wind hail threat. Over here, though, in Pennsylvania, we do have a little bit of a tornado threat. This can produce some small tornadoes, maybe some QLCS tornadoes as well. That wind threat, again, where those slight risks are, that 15%, and then that hail threat is a 15% as well in the Central Plains, as well as a significance towards the more Nebraska-Kansas storm. And if we're looking at day 2, the National Weather Service is kind of more highlighting the central southern plains, more this area for the next couple of days for severe weather. Day 3 doesn't have much really else on it except a little marginal risks and just some general thunderstorms, but that can always agree. That's always day 3 and it always updates. And now if we move on to the tropics, we have 3 areas that we're looking at that are not really any tropical development chances. It's mostly just active storms. So right now we have Major Hurricane Lee. Right now he is a Category 3. He was a Category 5, so our first ever Atlantic Category 5. He's kind of died down to a Category 2 before strengthening back up to a 3 and a 4. And then we have Margaret over here, which is a more newer storm, kind of in the tropical storm Hurricane 1 category status as well. And if we change over to the Central Pacific, we also have another hurricane, the first ever Category 5 for the Pacific Ocean. And right here we have Hurricane Jova. She is also, I think, a Category 2 hurricane right now. Either a 1 or a 2, I'm not 100% sure, we'll check in a second. But she's going to kind of continue going up straight a little bit before kind of making a turn off towards Hawaii and kind of dying off. She won't make it any further between the Hawaii area. So places like that where that turn is going to be making, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to die off in the Pacific. Hurricane Lee, on the other hand, it's still a long ways out to determine what it's actually going to do, but the way the projected path and the jet stream has been showing it going is that it's going to go head towards the U.S., but then it's going to curve back out to sea. And again, this is a really bad model. I'm just trying to kind of give an example. It's going to kind of block off the boundary. We have some waves and stuff that may come to the U.S., as well as rip currents. But besides that, the actual storm should not hit the U.S. Now, with the way the model is showing it, we have no idea about the states up here, including like New York, up even parts of Canada, this little island up here. For all we know, it could just shoot north and just kind of hit over there. It could shoot north and come over here. Right now, we're not 100% sure because we don't know the exact model yet. Hurricane tracking is a lot more trickier than meteorology tracking, and we're already not good with meteorology tracking in itself anyway. Again, I don't know if it's easier to see, but here's the kind of that little track I was showing you right where my mouse is there. The orange is the hurricane. It's going to kind of head out towards the United States, and then it's going to try to curve northbound. So we don't know, again, if this will happen. It's most likely that it will turn north and head out to the Atlantic. But the northern states and areas like that, we're going to continue to monitor for this. And so right here we can see Hurricane Lee. It had that Hurricane 5 category status right here, and it was there for a good amount. It doesn't show it on the actual tracked model, but it was there for a good amount of time. Now we are back down to a Category 3. It was about a Category 2, but it's back up to a Category 3. It is supposedly supposed to strengthen to, again, a Category 4 before dying down just a little bit more to a Category 3 and making that turn out towards the ocean. Now, again, like I've said, it's way too far out to tell where it's going to go. If it continues straight, areas like New York, like I said just a minute ago, areas like New York and Maine, those northern states, as well as some of that Canada area, that Canada, like Ottawa, Quebec, even a little bit of portion of Toronto. And then over here, Margaret, we have this hurricane. This one isn't as concerning, but again, this one's also pointing up into some areas of St. John's. We're not for sure what this one is going to do either, but again, we're keeping an eye out on this one as well to see what it's going to do. And then over here we have Jova. This hurricane was a Category 5 as well. We can see right there hurricane Category 4 and 5 status. Right now it is a tropical storm, and like I said, as it's making its turn towards the area of Hawaii, Hilo and all that, it's going to die off about right in this area. So it'll be some storms over the ocean, and it will just die off, and we won't have anything else about that. Besides that, again, our thunderstorm risk in more of the central plains, as well as up here in the kind of New York area, the Pennsylvania area. So if you're in these areas, stay tuned for that. Within the next couple hours, these storms will start to form up and hit through the rest of the day. Besides that, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And with that intro, not that intro, but that outro, I just wanted to say, Aviation Day for my town in Kentucky is coming up this Saturday on the 16th. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I am planning a live stream to share that with you guys. So comment down below if that would be something you guys would like to watch. Hopefully I'll be able to stream the whole thing. There's going to be things like an air show, maybe even a plane aviation sport or a plane ride or something like that that I can share with you guys. So again, comment down below if you'd like to see that. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.